Tell us your general thoughts on the upcoming season.
I think the season will be good. We're very excited. We had a really good summer. I think since I've been here, one of the best summers we had. Working out. So we're obviously very excited. We weren't too happy with last year. So hopefully we'll come out this year and be better. And like I said, we've been working really hard in the off season. So I'm very excited.
Good. What can we expect from the EIU offense this season?
The offense will be good. We've been working hard. We got some new guys coming in. We obviously lost some guys, but we're bringing back most of our O line. We got some good receivers coming in, some good running backs. So we're gonna be fast paced, and we're gonna be disciplined. We're gonna execute better this year, and hopefully not turn the ball over as much. We want to try to obviously put points on the board, but want to help out our defense too. Put them in good position.
What are you most looking forward to this season?
I think just being around my teammates, every day. I'm always telling people, this is probably the closest team I've ever been on. We really are like brothers. So I think just being around everyone every day.
Nice. And what are your goals for this team this year?
Our goals, obviously, like everyone else, get a couple rings, win the OVC, go to the playoffs and make a run and win a national championship. But for us, I think we really need to take it one game at a time. And right now, our only focus is Indiana State right now. So that's for us. We're just taking one game at a time, and hopefully, good things will happen.
What do you like most about your team this year?
I think, like I said, how close we are, and I think this year we're really bought in. We got a group of seniors who we weren't satisfied with how things ended last year, and we know we're better than that, and really trying to push younger guys too for this season. So I think we're really close. We're coming together, and I think we'll have a good season.
And what's the biggest challenge for your team this year?
I think for us, how we respond to adversity. Last year I think. When things weren't going too good, we just kind of, let it get to us, and we didn't really have a good response to it. So, I think this year, like I said, our group of upperclassmen are really, we're really not satisfied. We really want to, let these younger guys know that, we're better than this, and we can really have a good year if we respond well to adversity, and